This coming weekend is the 10th anniversary of one of this country's worst natural disasters. Hurricane Katrina left more than 1,000 dead and much of New Orleans underwater. Reconstruction would take years. Hundreds of thousands fled the devastated city. Many who have returned still face the lingering effects of their experience, especially the youngest survivors. Here's Mark Strassmann.
When the levees broke, the Superdome became housing of last resort. A life-and-death struggle for stranded residents, including thousands of children like Danielle Mullet.
I just was like, I have to put my fears aside and try to see what could I do to get my grandma out this situation.
Danielle, then 11, was trapped in the attic of her house with her 64-year-old grandmother. After 2 days and nights without food or water, her grandmother's health started to fail. They were rescued by boat and taken through a maze of human suffering and death to the Superdome.
And I went to go tap her, like, Grandma, come on, get up so we could get dressed. She didn't respond.
On their second night, her grandmother died on her cot.
That was my first time dealing with somebody close dying in front of me.
You're 11 years old, surrounded by all these strangers, and she's gone. What did you do?
I just kept myself balled up.
Danielle spent 2 more days alone in the Superdome before being bused to relatives in Texas.
It just, bow, hit you.
Jamichael Lewis was 14 years old when Katrina hit. The storm ripped the roof off his family's home, and they ended up in a FEMA trailer 100 miles away. He missed 2 years of school.
That was a major setback for me because I felt like I wasn't making any progress. I was just in a world lost.
We wanted to know what happened to all of the children in this city who were...
Sociologist Lori Peek has written a book called Children of Katrina. She says more than 1/3 of Louisiana's kids experienced clinical depression and anxiety after the storm.
Suffering through a devastating disaster, being dislocated, and then having this accumulation of harms can then translate into a lot of negative outcomes for children.
Danielle and Jamichael returned to New Orleans. They're both getting help from Covenant House, a community outreach organization.
To say I was a child going through that situation, it just made me a stronger person. Like, it made me a better person.
Danielle is now a single mother of 3 working as a hotel maid. Jamichael's training to be a graphic artist. They say, Nora, that they are past Katrina, but may never get over it.
All right, Mark, thank you so much.